Let me ask you something. What if I told you that right now, somewhere in your city, there is a person making more money than a doctor, from a room full of washing machines? No app, no investors, no Instagram followers, just machines spinning, quarters dropping, and money stacking. Here's what's wild. That person is not special, not highly educated, and definitely not lucky. They didn't go to Harvard. They didn't catch a break. They simply picked a boring business that people actually need, and then they let time do the rest. Today, I'm going to show you 6 of those businesses, the same ones that quietly keep showing up in real millionaire stories. We'll walk through real numbers, real timelines, and I'll give you 3 simple questions to figure out which one fits your city and your life. So stay till the end, because the last part is the one that actually changes everything. Let me introduce you to Marcus. At 33, Marcus was working as a warehouse supervisor in Cincinnati, a decent guy with a steady job, making about $3,600 a month after taxes. He had already tried to make it 3 different times, and every time, things didn't work out the way he expected. First, he started a t-shirt brand and lost $2,200 trying to get it off the ground. Then he tried crypto, turning $1,800 into just $340 in a short period. After that, he went into dropshipping phone cases and made exactly $54 in 6 months. Every attempt had the same pattern. Lots of hype at the beginning, but zero predictable income in the end. There was no money coming into his account unless he kept grinding every single day without stopping. Then Marcus read one line that changed everything. It came from a study of real millionaires, not YouTubers, not tech founders, but regular people you wouldn't even notice at the grocery store. The line said that most of them own what researchers literally call dull, normal businesses. Dull, normal businesses. Marcus almost laughed at first, but then he stopped and thought about it more seriously. What if that's not an insult? What if that's actually the instruction? So he treated it like an experiment, and over the next 6 years, here's what happened. Let's go through the 6 businesses that kept showing up in his research. Every single one, with real numbers. Laundromats bring in around $4,000 to $8,000 per month in net income. Vending routes generate about $500 to $3,000 per month per route. Self-storage offers high retention and increasing land value over time. Car washes can produce $70,000 or more in net income per year. Pest control runs on $59 per month across dozens of homes. Property management earns around $91 per door across multiple units. Now let's start with the first one, laundromats. I know what you're thinking, who even uses those anymore? But the answer is simple. More people than you think. Renters, college students, families with large loads, and people living in apartments without machines. Every single week, people need clean clothes, and they don't overthink it. They just show up and pay. Marcus found one in his city that looked old and worn out, owned by someone who was 57 and simply wanted to exit. The business was already making money. It just needed someone who actually cared enough to improve it. Marcus scraped together $24,000, partly by selling his truck and partly through a small credit line. The owner agreed to finance the rest over 7 years, making the deal possible. In his very first month as the owner, Marcus made $1,290 after covering all costs and loan payments. It wasn't explosive growth, but the key difference was how that money was earned. He made it while sleeping, while watching TV, while sitting at home. The machines kept working. By month 7, after adding card readers, updating machines, and introducing a simple monthly wash pass for families, things improved. That number jumped to around $2,300 per month without adding more effort or complexity. Boring? Yes. Reliable? Absolutely. While fixing up the laundromat, Marcus noticed something interesting. Every time he restocked the snack machine near the entrance, The same items sold out first. Chips, energy drinks, and basic snacks. Nothing fancy, just consistent demand. That made him think, what if I do this intentionally, but at scale? So he bought 3 vending machines from a retiring operator and placed them strategically in nearby locations. One went into a warehouse, one into a car repair shop, and one into an office lobby. The job itself was simple. Drive there, refill the machine, collect the money, and leave. By month 4, those machines were making around $1,840 in profit after product costs and fuel. By month 10, after optimizing product selection and relocating one machine to a busier gym, profits increased further. The route was now clearing about $2,600 per month with minimal effort. Now Marcus had 2 steady income streams running side by side. His laundromat brought people in, and his vending machines made money while those people waited. At this point, he was earning more from these boring systems than from his full-time job. Next came self-storage, and this one is driven by simple human behavior. People hate getting rid of their stuff, and they keep delaying it month after month. That delay turns into years, and during that time, they keep paying. Marcus partnered with a contractor who owned unused land but didn't want to manage the business. They split responsibilities. The contractor brought the land, and Marcus handled operations and part of the funding. In the first year, they built 20 units, and within 9 months, 16 of them were already rented out. Each unit rented for about $130 per month, creating stable recurring income. After expenses and debt payments, Marcus's share came out to around $1,500 per month. Now his 3 businesses were generating over $6,400 per month combined, which was more than his job. That's when he crossed the line from working for money to building systems that worked for him. Then came car washes, not the big automated ones, but simple local setups with a few bays. You invest once in equipment like water systems, soap, and brushes, and then let volume handle the rest. People spend $10 to $12 on a car wash without hesitation, and they come back every time their car gets dirty. One car wash Marcus studied was listed for $290,000 and generating about $68,000 per year in net income. And beyond the income, the land itself continued increasing in value over time. Next was pest control and similar recurring services. Imagine 80 homes paying $59 every month. That's about $4,700 monthly from a single technician. Add more routes, and you're quickly moving into 6-figure territory. The same structure works for lawn care, pool cleaning, and gutter maintenance, services people don't want to handle themselves. Once customers are on a plan, they rarely cancel, because the alternative is dealing with problems. Finally, property management, where you don't own the real estate, but manage it for others. You handle tenants, repairs, and day-to-day issues for landlords who prefer not to deal with them. Managing 50 homes at around $90 per month per unit generates roughly $4,500 in monthly income. Scale that to 150 homes with a small team, and it becomes a serious business. At this point, Marcus realized something important. He wasn't picking random businesses. He was following a pattern without even noticing it. So he created 3 simple filters to evaluate every opportunity. First, customers should pay at least monthly without you chasing them. Second, the purchase should be low stress, no big decisions, no emotional friction. Third, you should be able to own or control the asset behind the income. If a business passes all 3, it's worth exploring. If it fails even one, he walks away. This changed everything. Instead of asking what could go viral, he started asking what people will keep paying for consistently. At 33, Marcus had a net worth of around $4,000, just a used truck and small savings. By 39, his laundromat alone was valued at around $330,000. His share of the storage facility was worth about $85,000. His vending route could sell for roughly $90,000. Along with steady investments over time, Marcus quietly crossed the $1 million mark. No viral success, no overnight breakthrough, just consistent income from simple systems. So here's what you can do tonight. Pick one category based on your city and how people live around you. Search for real listings and study at least 5 businesses to understand the numbers. Then run each one through the 3 filters: monthly payments, low-stress decisions, and asset ownership. If all 3 check out, keep learning and observing. Because the truth is, wealth doesn't come from excitement, it comes from consistency. And the person you call lucky is usually someone who chose the right boring thing and stayed with it long enough.